Hello world, hello YouTube, hello Flosstube. I'm Mia, missing in a stitch. And I truly have been missing in a stitch or a few for the last couple of months. Stitching has been a safe place to be, so I have really been missing in a stitch. It is June 12th, 2024, and I am coming to you with a bit of an update what I have been stitching on for the past 3.5 months. My last video was done in March, I think, beginning of April, but I am going to tell you about what I have stitched in March, April, May, and beginning of June. Welcome. It's lovely to see you. Welcome to all my new subscribers. I have noticed a little raise in you, and it's really such a wonderful thing to have new viewers. And of course, welcome to those who have been with me from the start of my cross-stitching journey and who have been with me for or have jumped on since this journey of mine. So today will be a day of March, April, May, and June. I have gathered all my stitchings into a spreadsheet just to help my mind remember what I need to tell you. And I have all the 4 months written up. I sort of like jumped on with an alphabetical order with whips names, and also I have quite a lot of finishes, but they are my whips and my finishes are just, they're all in alphabetical order. So you'll see whips and in between finishes. I hope this will go okay. It's been a while since I have been filming, so a bit of a slight tension in my part. But let's start. My first one is a chart that is, it's a brand by Magic Needle, but I do not know the designer's name or anything. That's all the information I have. And the chart looks like this. I have been taking part in different kind of challenges. One of them is acrostic, and I needed the letter S in April. All in all, since March, I have stitched 656 stitches. This is stitched on a linen band, and I have the middle sunflower and some of the leaves down here. The next one is something that I have stitched ready in on the 23rd of March. This is black and white jar. That is not that black and white if you have seen this before, or if you have seen this on my Instagram. You can find me there also with the name missing in a stitch. This was started on the 23rd of August last year, and I stitched it ready on the 21st of March. And this is the design is by Svitlana Hryback, and I this is done on a 18 count Aida, stitched mostly by 2 DMC colors, but in these planets I have used Weenink just to make a small bling into the stitching that needs to be finalized. Then I have a chart by Lindy Stitch called Beach Dance. It's these beautiful blue-legged birds. I ordered this from 123 Stitch, and when it came, it was just the chart, and I had dyed some fabric last year. Yes, last year. I haven't written when I've started this, but in 2020. I'm not actually sure is this a start from last year or this year, but anyhow, this is where I am with my beach dance. The beach dance has been part of 2 acrostic. And I guess it would be the letter B, because it's a beach dance. So yeah, I just love the fabric is Aida, 18 count, and I wanted something more than just a plain color to be behind the birds. This has Week Dye Works, and I wonder what CCW is. I can't remember out by heart. It has DMC, it has Week Dye Works, and it has, I have to check because it's sort of like bothering me more than I guess anybody else, that what is CCW. Classic Colorworks. Here, I think these colors are really beautiful, the special colors, special floss. And that is, I'm out of practice because everything is going everywhere. But if you have watched me before, I really need to put things back to where they are before it's a complete mess and I can't remember anything. Cat Biscornu started in 2023. It's a freebie from Durene Jones. This has been a whip go for me for this year, and it was called now in June. and it got 1,781 stitches, and I got it stitched on the 7th of June. I still need to do the other side, and there isn't any backside given for this biscornu, so I thought I'd stitch these pumpkins and the middle motif sort of more in the center, and then I will be able to make it into a biscornu. The reason I have this fabric around it is because I like stitching in a hoop or a nudge or a Q-snap, and the piece of fabric that I had, the cross stitch fabric even weave 28 count, was too small, so I had to add a bit of a fabric to get it into the frame. Cleo is a Barbara Anna design. The chart I bought from Creative Poppy, and this was a stitch along last year. I started this on the 23rd of September 2023, and I got this ready on the 3rd of June. It also is on my WIPGO board, and it was June call, and I have stitched on this on April, May, and June, and it got 3,152 stitches in these 3 months. This was a May call actually for WIPGO, but I was missing 3 colors, and I didn't get them until June, so that's why it's a June finish, even though it was a May call for the WIPGO. It is done on a 28 count hand-dyed fabric that I have had for almost 20 years. No recollection of whose it is and what's the color, but DMC colors. There was one special floss, but I didn't have it, and I didn't want to order just one specialty floss, so I chose a DMC color to replace it. It's the lightest color here in her hair and in the fish, and the one thing is that this little kitten has an earring. I thought that was quite special. And then the back stitching at the top with the different kind of hieroglyphs from the Egyptian times way back. Yeah, Cleo is the 3rd finish now I'm showing you. And it needs to be finalized, which, if you also have watched me, you know I'm not that I struggle with finalizing things, FFOing them. Somebody I watched, a Flosstuber, I think it was Jen the Caffeinated Crafter, she said in a video that she just made of stitching what full coverage charts, she mentioned that for many the stitching process is what gets them stitching. So I think that's one of my motivation. I really enjoy the stitching process, but I do also enjoy finished stitchings, FFO'd ones. Yep. So piece number 6, Cooking for Your Dragon. Randal Spangler's art, charted by HAED. In the beginning of the year, I thought this would be, I have said that I would like to get this ready this year, but we're halfway and I'm nowhere near halfway. So maybe it won't get finished. Yeah, but no worries. It's a wonderful piece to stitch. I have stitched on it each month, March, April, May, and June. It has been taking part in acrostics with the letter C and the letter R have been one of the letters that I have needed. And in all, it has got 3,138 stitches in the past 3.5 months. And it is looking wonderful and good. And as all our stitches once in a while say, I need to get on to it. Well, I have been stitching on it, but my monthly goal has been 2,000 stitches, which has only happened in June. But this spring and beginning of summer has been mentally a tough place for different kind of reasons, and I'm just glad that I have made stitches, even though I have not made goals that I have set myself. Number 7, Suzy Zoo, a Janlynn Needlecraft chart called Dogs of Duckport, and I call this a small one because I have a bigger one also. My younger daughter bought this for me for my birthday this year. Aren't they just cute? And 2024 was supposed to be a year with no new stitches. That blew off in February already. And I started this on the 16th of February. I got this for my birthday. That was on the 9th of February. So I just couldn't wait for like 11 months to start it. And this was a kit she had bought me. And when I got it, I went and dyed the fabric because I wanted some sky and some grass. I have a floss hanging out here, but it is just a moment. Technical issues of putting the fabric onto the whip on my board. So why do I make this so hard for myself? Because I just do. So I dyed the fabric. It's been rolled up and squashed, so that's why it looks so funny. But I dyed it first blue, and then I put some yellow on to get the ground, the green, and then I started stitching on the middle. middle dog, which is the biggest one, but I really enjoy this. It's a paper chart, so it's a bit challenging, but it's a really nice piece to stitch on, and I really enjoy having a small dogs of Duckport to go with my big one. And my big one is still missing missing the back stitching for most of the dogs. That's the only thing I need to do for that, but that's a story for another day. That was Dogs of Duckport. It got 179 stitches done in March. Then acrostic. Yeah, I can blame acrostic, can't I? I needed the letter E. I didn't, I don't know. My brain couldn't figure out something with an E. But then I went through my charts, and Noctiflora had eyebulb seedling, which was just perfect for an E letter. So in May and June I used the E, and in June I needed it for 2 E's. No, I needed it for 1 E and then an N, which came from the designer. In all, in May and June, this got 733 stitches, and it's ready. I love it. The fabric is 28 count Übel or Eva. I'm not sure how it's supposed to be said, the fabric. But anyhow, 28 counts. And when I was stitching this, a song started playing in my head, and it says, I've got to feel like somebody's watching me. Yeah. The next one is the flag of Finland. The Quaker flag that Vivienne from Vivsters on Etsy, she charted quite a lot of different kind of flags, and it was I think in Australia, was it January, they started a stitch along. Yeah, I can't remember any more details about that, but I thought I had asked her to if she could make a flag of Finland, and somebody else had also asked her to do it, so she made us a flag of Finland. And I started it on the 29th of February as my leap year start, and it was supposed to be stitch it every month on the 29th. Not happened. It happened in March, and in April, May went by without, and June hasn't got its 29th. But I realized in May that I had messed up. What's new in my life? I had started this with 3865. These two have been done with 3865. And then for some reason B5200 jumped in, and it's the wrong color, but I didn't notice it until May, and then I guess yeah, it flew into the naughty corner. Which actually is not the whip's fault, it's my fault, but I don't know how I didn't see it while stitching, because the shades are really different. This is B5200 and that's 3865, and I bought 3865 so that I will stitch it stitch it with that. So there's some ribbing to do, and I guess also because this is not, I don't have any pressure on stitching this quickly, or even semi-slow. My goal is to have it done by the end, by the time we have a next leap day, which is, well, it's less than 4 years. 4 years to go. One thing I have learned from Stitching Mummy is I'm trying to keep my whips rolled up, and I actually tried this kind of a, I made this is from wrapping paper, the middle of it, and I just made a good size for my flag. So that's something that I'm trying, and I like it. Number 11 is Floral Sampler, which I don't have at my home anymore because I stitched it for my firstborn, and I lost the picture. I have a picture of it so that I can show you. It is a chart by MJ Blanco. She has a group on Facebook that is 100 days of cross stitch. So they are salves. She gives out a part of each for 100 days, she gives one part each day until 100 days are full. And I stitched one of hers that was called Floral Sampler. And my daughter likes different kind of blues, so I stitched it for her and made it into a pillow. So that's her bed, and 2 of the pillows are made by Mum, but the blue one is the Floral Sampler, which I started on the 26th of September last year, and I got it ready on the 9th of March this year. Yes. The next one I stitched on was my fox. Again, it was I needed an F letter for acrostic, and what better to do than stitch a fox. And this was in May, and I got 265 stitches on it. And I have to be honest now, I can't remember where I stitched it. I think it was the right side. I filled in different places, but it's not a lot, but it was 265 stitches that I needed. The chart is in a magazine called Maxxina, and I'm sorry, I forgot to read I have to go and check. This is a German magazine, and I was going to tell you just from there that who is, oh yeah, it was here, who the designer is. It's Jan Weenink. And I think the designer might be Dutch, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't tell. That's just my speculation. Yeah. So then on Etsy, I found these cute little foxes. Somebody had, I think it's Laura from I Stitch Birds. She had shown different kind of charts that you can buy, and I thought this was adorable. The chart is by Nadezhda Nagornaya. It's called I Am Rabbit too, and this she has different kind of charts, the same fox, trying to influence the rest of the animal world. And this is I Am Rabbit too. Somebody is trying to convince somebody else, but the somebody else isn't believing what he's seeing. I started this on the 26th of March 23, and it got finalized on the 17th of April this year. It got 2,687 stitches, and it's stitched on a 28 count linen band. And that was finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's continue with finishes. No, it's a semi-finish. This is a bauble. The chart is in Russian. A friend of mine, Sari, hi if you're watching. She showed this chart, and of course I had to go. I don't know if it's a Ukrainian designer. It's a Christmas bauble, and I have all the cross stitching done, but I am still missing some back stitching. This was part of my December startathon last year, where I started 20 different whips in December, starting the 1st. This was started on the 14th of December 2023, and I cross-stitched it, finished on the 25th of May this year. And in April and May, it got 4,219 stitches. The back stitches is, well, yeah, okay. I'm not the biggest fan of back stitching. I do it, but in this case, was there 3 different colors, and with 1 strand and 2 strands, and yeah, I find it challenging, so it's easier not to do than do. I will do it. This also was part of my whip go. in May. I got it stitched, cross-stitched, but as said, the back stitching is challenging, and I just need to get around to it to get it done and then finalized. Selina Fenech, who is now retired from HAED, she I had bought her chart way back in 2008-9. I promised my firstborn that I would stitch this for her. Well, we're in 2024. My daughter remembered that I had started this in 2009, so it's been on the go for a good while. This is my third start because the first two fabrics were not good. But anyhow, Selina Fenech is the artist, and it's charted by HAED. Once it has been stitched, oops, she will look like this. My third start, don't know what year I did. Now I'm stitching it on 25 count. No, this has to be 22 count. I think this is hard hanger fabric, but I'm stitching it 2/1, and here is where I got to. In May and June, I needed an L in acrostic, and I got 520 stitches done. And I will continue on this. It has 78,000 stitches in all, and I'm determined to get. Oh, this is gonna be my oh my god, my words are lost. My focal, what is the word? I'm going to concentrate on this next year to get it ready, because it's late. I had promised this for my daughter when she turns 30. She's turning 33 this year, so not happened. But maybe Christmas 2025. Yeah. So that was that. My next one is my HAED sound, and I need to take it off my Lowry stand because I've been stitching on it. Merry Mushroom Village Picnic, which is the HAED 2024. You had a chance to join in last year, November, December, but now it's closed. This is a chart. If you stitch 4 pages by the end of December, you get the 10 charts that were in the SAL, except for one that has retired, but that's been provided by another chart. If you stitch the whole thing in 1 year, it started on January 1st, and if you get it stitch complete, this chart has 58,500 stitches. It's the smallest one of all that are taking place. Anyhow, if you stitch it complete by the end of, I think it's the 30th of December 2024, you get all the charts that are in the cell, plus 2 charts of your free choice from HAED. I'm going for the full chart, so that's my I just can't remember. That's my, I mean, this is the one that I'm stitching every month this year to get it done by the end of December 30th. So March, April, May have I've stitched 14,812 stitches, and I am right on track. June will be around 5,000 stitches. I haven't counted those stitches, but it's going to be stitched this year. That was my 17th whip. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, actually 8. 8 to show you. The next one, just a moment, I'll find you a picture what these owls will look like. It's a chart from Noussa Creations. This has 5 cute owls. And I started this in April because I needed the letter O. And actually, I'm really happy that I started it because there are a lot of O letters needed in different kind of acrostic words. So in April, May, and June, I have needed the letter O. And I've been stitching on the middle owl, and I have got 753 stitches done in the 3 months that I have needed the O letter in acrostic. And I think these owls are cute. It will be a nice one to frame and put on the wall. Just need to get it done first. So then, our Forest Embroidery had a sale last year. I think a sale, yes, but when is missing from my brain information. This is Pumpkin Color Autumn. I have stitched in March and May and 595 stitches. I think I have needed the letter P in to acrostic. So here I am. I just love this chart. It's a really nice one. I'm stitching this with my own colors. I think all Forest Embroidery has their own floss for these, but I didn't buy the chart. The kit. I just bought the chart, and it has variegated, so I've chosen DMC variegated from my own stash, and I still got a lot to go. This also is on my Whitgo, so it will come up. Sometime. It is. It's a nice piece of nature. Different elements of nature. And now I realize that I have jumped over one. Let It Snow was a start from my December startathons, and it was a Whipco call for June. So I hadn't had much on it done, and I was almost going to UFO it, but then I decided not to. It's a cute little bear who's enjoying the falling snow, and it reads, "Let it snow." I stitched 2,475 stitches in it in March and June. It was started on the 17th of December 23, and I got it stitched on the 9th of June 2024. The design is by Jenny Barton, and it was in the World of Cross Stitching magazine. Unfortunately, I do not have the information of which magazine. I have loved me. Oh no, sorry. I went back in my spreadsheet. It says next Love Me Not, but it's actually Raise Your Words. That, because I forgot that Let It Snow in between. Yes, Raise Your Words is something that I started because I needed the letter R in acrostic. So it's a design that I bought as a charity thing. I paid 10 euros to a charity, and then I got some charts. This was one of them. It was for the doctors. Oh my God. Yeah, anyhow, you know, the doctors who go to the war zones and help people, it's called something, but I can't remember what it is. Anyhow, this is the chart. And it has a lot of letters that I can use in the acrostic. This design is by Ancient Sage Designs. In May and June, I needed the letter R. I got 419 stitches done. I decided to stitch it in different colors of purple. different shades of purple, I would think would be the right word. And this is done on 25 count, 1/1. Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder. And that is a wonderful saying by Rumi in Finnish. So then the next one is Retro Flowers. Started on the 1st of July 2023. Stitched, finished on the 9th of May 2024. It's Amanda Butler design. It was in a cross stitcher magazine. And this is semi FFO. The retro flowers, the 3 flowers and the border, they are stitched with silks and rayon because they just happen to be there for this one. And I'm finishing this into a small pouch. So I have done the sewing. I thought the flowers on the back side would be appropriate. And now I just need to sew on the snap, or whatever this is called in English. Yeah, so that's what it's gonna turn out to be. Almost there with that one. Yay. FFO might be might be here for the next next video. My biggest physically biggest whip is Surprise Surprise by Randal Spangler. Ta-da! The chart name is Ta-da. And once done, it will look like this. I just love Randal Spangler's dragons. Where it is now is I don't even have a wide enough board, but this is the right side and this is the left upper corner, so it's going to be this wide, but yeah, very tall. Oh, very tall. So this I have a date of November 6th, 2017. I had restarted this due to the first start that I did, I guess, before 2010. I realized my fabric wouldn't be big enough, so I had to do a new start. And at the moment, this this chart is standing at 2% done. And 2,498 stitches got done this April and May. and I know that it will get at least 200 stitches more because I have a challenge that I need this for, and actually it's gonna get 6,200 stitches this year because I'm taking part in 2 different challenges with this. The 200 I think I need for acrostic Dada T letter, and or R or H. R for the designer and H for the chart maker. One of them, and that's the other one that I need it for in a Facebook group called Fun with Cross Stitch. They have a year-long Olympic event that they have different kind of sports that are done in the Olympics, and you can stitch gold, silver, and bronze. Gold is 3,000 stitches, silver is 2,000 stitches, and bronze is 1,000 stitches. So it's 6,000 stitches for all 3 medals, and I have marked this tada as one sport event, so it's a year-long event. It's 2024 is the Olympic year, so no rush, but that I will get those 3 medals with stitching 6,000 on my tada. 3 left. Unicorn. I wonder where it is. I have misplaced it. Just a moment. I think I found it. No. It's here. Okay, so I apologize for diving deep into my whips. Anyhow, Unicorn, it's by Aimee Stitches. It's an Etsy shop. The designer, I don't know. I needed the letter U in my June acrostic. So 216 stitches later, this actually has over 400 because actually in May 416 stitches done for 2 acrostic, and this is going to be a unicorn. The design said that 310, but I'm stitching so much 310 in my other whips that I decided to just grab a variegated floss from my stash DMC and started stitching the unicorn with that color. So 416 stitches started on the 4th of May 2024. It will stay as a acrostic U letter stitching. I think I will get those. It still has about two more to go. Yeah. May mania. My only mania was the only Mirabilia I have on the go. as a whip. I do have a few other Mirabilia designs, but this is the only one that I have as a whip. And I decided to stitch on this one just to have a mania. And this is Villa Mirabilia by Nora Corbet. And this was from 1998, the copyright. And this is what she's going to look like when she's ready. I have started this way back in who knows when. Actually, 16th of January 2012. Because in 2012 in the Finnish cross stitch group, we decided to do this ultimate crazy January challenge by starting a whip every day in January. I don't know if that's a big thing nowadays, but then it was like a crazy crazy January challenge. And it's the idea then was to finish all of them, but we're in 2024 and I am nowhere close. Anyhow, my challenge for May, my May mania, was to stitch on this Villa Mirabilia, stitch 100 stitches a day, which meant 3,100 stitches for the month. And I got it done. This is where, I can't see, this is where she is now. The colors are so beautiful, and this is on a paper chart, but I think this is one of the easiest paper charts I have. So what I stitched was this, all of this, and then part of this in May. 3,108 stitches. I'm stitching this on 25 count even weave. I started 2/1, but it's too, yeah. So now what I have stitched before was 2/1 full cross. Now I'm continuing, and what I did in May is 1/1 full cross, and I don't think you can notice the difference, but close up tells you that the stitches are more neater. So I'm not bringing this close for you to check out the stitchings before and now. So that was my May mania for 2024. This will come out sometime, someday, and be continued on. It's a beautiful piece. It has a lot to go. And my final one, my winter bouquet. I started this all over. My younger daughter got me this in when she was on vacation in Estonia, and she bought me the kit, which I think is a lovely, lovely piece of a rose bouquet. This is by Thea Gouverneur, the design. It came with a 14 count Ada, 1/1 full cross. I didn't like the look. Since it's my words are missing. Since it's a kit and it's not provided by any floss number, And I wanted to do it to look more of a cover, that it's not like a watercolor painting, but it's I like it more full. So I chose a 40 count fabric so that my floss will last for this stitch. And this is where I got to. I started this on the 40 count even with on the 15th of September last year, 2023. And otherwise I'm using the kit except for the fabric. And it's a paper chart, so it's interesting. I have been spoiled by Pattern Keeper and Markup XP. So, but some charts are still, they're good to read. If it's really small print, it's a challenge. But yeah, that's my winter bouquet. In all, March, April, May, June stitches what I have done until now, except that June doesn't count yesterday and today's stitches. Anyhow, 61,889 stitches in let's say 3 months and 10 days. I think that's quite a good chunk of stitches. May was the least with 14,787. March, I had a good month. I got 23,875 stitches done. So now we're over an hour. Boo-hoo. But I want to tell you that I have discovered, I bought from Honey Eater Crafts on Etsy. She had a PDF for tracking your, she had a PDF that has different kind of pages. It has a yearly tracking thing, and it has pages so that you could put into a project bag with all the info about the project, and a couple of other kind of pages. And I decided I needed a monthly, even though I have a very good spreadsheet to follow up with my stitches, but just to have something in hand to know what you're doing a certain month helps a lot. So this is not pretty, but I hope it's okay. I decided, I took out the months here, and I'm writing my what different kind of whips I need to do. And I placed I write the month, and then down here are small lines. I number my whips, and then down here I write the goals that I need to do. And once I have got the goal done, I have a felt tip pen and I just mark it over. So for this month I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 goals have been met, and I still have two to go, which is Merry Mushroom Village Picnic, my HAED cell, and Cooking for Your Dragon. And today is the 12th of June, so I have how many days? 18? This day included? 19? I don't know. 18-ish days, and I'm on a good roll with my HAED cell. I'm stitching in on it for 10 days, and I need to get 5,000 something stitches done. So it's like 500 stitches, a bit 515 stitches a day roughly. And once that's done, I have my Cooking for Your Dragon, and I really would like to get the 2,000 stitches done for it this month, which means I'll just go and check from my spreadsheet, because I have divided the amount in days that I need to do. So yeah, Merry Mushroom Village Picnic needs 3,720 stitches still for this month, and Cooking for Your Dragon, actually, I counted what I'm missing from the beginning of the year. So I need 3,447 stitches to catch up. But in all honesty, 2,000 would be good. But I have left 10 days for that too. So 3,720 for my HAED cell, which will get done in the next 8 days. Well, yesterday and today I have done almost 1,000, so it's if I just concentrate on it, I'll get it done. And Cooking for Your Dragon will also will be done, because I have left 10 days for that. And if I get them done before the end of the month, then I'll just pick up something and continue with that. So that was March, April, May, and the beginning of June. It has been nice to be back. I hope you enjoyed. And then I want to mention a Flosstuber. She's not new in the Flosstube world. She has been around for some time. I just have to go and, because my brain, it's it doesn't work if I need to remember everything up by heart. And the reason why I'm looking away from the camera is because I'm trying to find the stitcher from my YouTube. I thought it was going to be easy, but it's a random stitcher. She is from Denmark. At the moment, she has 153 videos, so she's got quite a lot. But I enjoy watching her, and I just thought I would like to mention her on my Flosstube. So go see her. She has lots of different kind of projects. of whips, and she does stitch with me's, and she does unboxings, and then she has her whips. Yeah. And I will quickly mention, I think I mentioned her before, but Jen, the caffeinated crafter, is also somebody who I enjoy. And she has started doing these floss tubes that tell you how to do different kind of things, like starting on a full coverage one. And I think it was wonderful for her to say that there are different sized full coverage pieces in the world. Not all of them have to be big and large and take the rest of your life to stitch. Yeah. So, thank you. I have enjoyed telling you, showing you. I hope you have enjoyed listening and watching. It would be nice if you would subscribe and like, and I love reading your comments. I promise to be back. I was going to say when, but the next time. Take care of yourself and have a wonderful time stitching or otherwise. I'll see you again. Bye.